Welcome back to Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII. Last time, we finally beat Snow. That took forever. I do apologize for that. But now it's time to move on and go to the Wildlands.
This is also Wildlands. Passengers for the Dead Dunes and Luxurious Sound Station, please board now. Thank you.
So this is the last surviving wilderness.
It's the world as it once was. Nature's last stand. Wild beasts still live and die here as they always have. It's raw in nature, red in tooth and claw, and the chaos here is just as dangerous. The people who live out here are not like the city dwellers. They're different. They don't follow the teachings of the Order. And they don't want to rely on handouts either, so they strive to live off the land.
A refuge for those who refuse to be tamed. Is that it?
Light!
The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead, whence the chaos flows. Here you will meet the servant of fate, adorned with feathers of white. The Angel of Valhalla.
Light? What just happened?
I heard a voice. It said that I've been led here, and I'm supposed to meet someone. The Angel of Valhalla.
What kind of voice? I didn't pick anything up on this end.
A young girl, but I don't think she's close. It was more like she was speaking from the chaos itself.
I just ran a search on this angel person, but it came up blank. Maybe you should ask the locals.
Well, that voice was definitely, what's her name? Yule. So that's interesting. Is she back from the dead some kind of way? Or was that her spirit, or who really knows? I have a feeling Yule, I think Yule will return in this game physically and be a part of the happily ever after. Because again, that is something I know about this game. I know in the end everybody kind of gets like the happy ending. The only reason I know that, I just heard that. I heard it in the Final Fantasy XIII in a nutshell video. That's what they said in the end of it. So, kind of a spoiler, but oh well. The Angel of Valhalla. Isn't this the place that has like 2 mandatory story quests I have to do? I feel like it is. I'm trying to I think I am. It's kind of annoying to do this for two reasons. Once, or what I'm trying to do. Let me get that taken care of first. Let me just say that what I'm trying to do is, I think I am going to just turn the mic that I use on my Mac to record my commentary. I'm just going to try and turn that off when a cutscene happens, so the dialogue is not repeating itself in my video. There's two problems with that. The first problem is just kind of more of an annoyance than a problem. Like, just a, I mean, it's a really small, kind of bitchy thing. But just the fact that I have to turn around, I have to hit the button on my Mac to turn the audio off. You know, like, and just do that every single time a cutscene happens. You know, I'd rather not do that. The other problem is, I'm scared I might forget to turn the mic back on after a cutscene. So I kind of have this sticky note that I put on my Mac when I go to push the button to turn the mic off, so to try and pick that up and put that on my controller during the cutscene, just to make sure I remember to turn on the mic. Anyway, though, I'm sure I'm gonna fuck it up eventually. And then forget to turn the mic back on, and then talk, and my commentary is not going to get picked up. But anyway, we'll cross that road when we get there. I want to get headphones that work and use while I'm playing these games. I don't have the problem with characters, dialogue, and the cutscenes like repeating itself and kind of like an echo effect. I'm just using the older model Elgato, so it really doesn't have a way. I don't have a way to use headphones with it. Plus, I've been playing my PS3 for this part of the marathon for the 13 trilogy. So I think that may or may not make it a little bit harder to try and get headphones that work with the Elgato with my PS3. It's just, I've been looking into it a little bit. I've thought about getting headphones that just plug in to the TV, preferably wirelessly, of course. But I don't know if that would work with the Elgato. Like, the game audio might not go to my Mac then, and I might not record the game audio with that. I might not record the game audio doing that. So I just don't know if there is a real solution for me besides just getting a new Elgato. I mean, I prefer not to do that because I am a cheapskate. At least just a little bit of a cheapskate. Anyway, though. The Angel of Valhalla. I wonder if that's talking about holy shit, my mind is going blank here. I wonder if that's talking about what's his face from Lightning Returns. Or no, I'm playing Lightning Returns. No, what's his face from 13-2. Damn, what's his name? Holy shit. Caius, yeah. I wonder if this is talking about Caius. Unless it's talking about Lightning, unless Lightning is the angel of Valhalla, because she kind of was. I mean, I'm pretty confident Caius is going to show up in this game at some point. Whether he remains a villain or at some point he kind of transitions to being a hero too. I mean, it's his fault this shit is going on right now. It's his fault the fucking chaos is taking over the world and while lives have been fucked up. So I don't know how redeemable he really is. And when Caius did all this just to try and prevent, prevent No from dying, but she died anyway. But maybe she doesn't actually, because for Caius to have his goal completed, Yule wouldn't be dead, or at least a version of her wouldn't be dead. Maybe the version that he would come to know. Because you gotta think, this is what, we're 500 years later now? Like, the world has been stagnant for 500 years. But there's always been like a version of Yule around, right? So, was there a version of Yule around in the present time period when the chaos infested the world, and that version of Yule stayed her same age forever, and maybe her visions would stop because the goddess got killed, so she wouldn't have that on her and making her see visions and eventually die. So I don't know. So this place is going to be pretty wide open, huh? Alright, I'm getting annoyed with my health being low, so...
Yeah? What do you want?
I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of someone called the Angel of Valhalla?
Hey, you must be new to these parts. There's not a man or woman here that doesn't know the Angel.
The Angel of Valhalla isn't a person. It's a legendary chocobo, covered in feathers as white as the clouds. It's the sacred bird that only appears at the end of the world.
So it's a local legend then.
Yeah, a legend. At least that's what it used to be. But in recent times, many folk have seen the bird with their own two eyes. A lot of us are thinking maybe that story is true.
Maybe it is, but Dr. Gazal has been after it for years, and he still doesn't have proof that the beast is the one from legend.
Dr. Gazal? Who would that be?
The famous veterinarian, of course. A prickly character with the temper of a behemoth, but he loves his chocobos. When it comes to the angel, he's the leading expert in all of the Wildlands.
The doctor lives up the road a bit, in the village of Canopus Farms. If you catch him in a good mood, he'll help you out. Maybe.
A white chocobo at the end of the world.
There's nothing about this in any of the official scriptures of the Order. It's a local story, a superstition.
Even if it is, someone spoke to me. A voice told me, and it mentioned the Angel of Valhalla. I want to know who it was.
If you think that's what you need to do, then go ahead. You help.
If you want to know about the Angel of Valhalla, talk to Dr. Gazal. He lives in the village of Canopus Farms.
That word always appears in these Final Fantasy games.
By the name of Dr. Gazal. They said I could find him in Canopus Farms.
If you want to know about the angel...
I hope you can make everyone's wishes come true. Everyone!
Man, there's a shit ton of these now. I found a cutting the other day with a very unusual recipe. I'd love to try it and make it, but I haven't even heard of half the ingredients. I mean, rocky cragmole, chocoborals, luminous mushrooms. Where on God's earth am I going to find those? I guess from monsters here. Chocobo chow. Curse us, the whole village is short of Casal greens, and without the nourishing feed, our chocobos are going hungry. And if they go hungry, eventually we will too. Canopus Farms was supposed to send a big delivery, but we've seen neither bushel nor leaf. Where are the greens, I ask you? Where are the greens? Where are the greens? Where's the greens? Where's the beef? Also, Casal, like the Emperor in Final Fantasy VI. That was Emperor Casal, right? But I don't think it's spelled the same way. But I don't know, I've always just noticed that. I'm actually looking up Emperor Casal right now to make sure it's not, to make sure it is spelled differently. Yeah, it is spelled differently. It's probably pronounced differently too then. It almost sounded like they were saying Gasol. Like, I've always said Gasol. It kind of sounded like they were saying Gasol.
You sound as party central.
If you want to know about the Angel of Valhalla, talk to Dr. Gazal.
Yeah, Gasol.
The village of Canopus Farms.
Kind of like a GA sound, like Gasol.
If you want to know about...
I guess that's how it's pronounced.
Miss Mighty Savior, what can I do for you on this fine day?
A voice from below. Someone help me! I fell off a cliff and now I'm trapped. I spent days wandering this narrow valley looking for an exit, and I think I finally found a place where I might climb out. The problem is I haven't eaten a morsel in ages, and I'm far too weak now. If only I could find some meat, specifically the kind often found on valley and Hanuman, found on Valley and Hanuman beasts. Then I will recover enough strength to escape this death pit. Echoes of a drum. I've come from Yusnaan to purchase leather to repair our great drum, but none of the shops have any to sell. In the past I have turned to the hunters for help, but they have their hands full these days. Is anyone else brave enough to fight the goblins and gather enough swatches of green leather? Man, I have absolutely none of this shit, but like again, I guess it's just all from monsters that are located here. Gatekeeper's Curiosity. I serve as gatekeeper for the jagged hunting band. Here in the woods, we're plagued by Rafflesia monsters. They produce little pellets of a sweet-smelling nectar called slug sweets. Now you think the butterflies and bees would be all over that nectar, but they don't seem interested. Don't you find that curious? I do. So do me a favor, would you? If you happen to come across any slug sweets, share a portion with me. Hunter's Challenge. Although I make my living from hunting, I am not part of the local hunting band. I am a bounty hunter, and I have come to test myself against the monsters of the Wildlands. My greatest achievement has been to slay a single chocobo eater by myself. It was not easy, but I prevailed. So how about it? Are there any other warriors out there who think they can do better? How is that a prayer anyway? Are they supposed to be like prayers? This guy's praying for someone to outdo him. For the future. It's been a while since I last heard anyone mention the antimatter manipulation principle. Blah. It's been a while since I've heard anyone mention the antimatter manipulation principle. Nowadays, all anyone cares about is alchemy, and we are forgetting the old. We are forgetting the old technologies. However, I am determined to preserve as much as I can for future generations, and an amp chip from an Aster Protoflorian would be an excellent place to begin. A word of thanks. I have come to the Wildlands in search of my voice. I was once a singer of some repute, but a throat infection means I can no longer perform on stage. Ah, if only I had some wonder gel from an ecto pudding, then I could cure this accursed infection and once again take my place on stage. Forget me not. I fell head over heels for him and landed right on my face. I think it's funny if I do like a deep, manly voice for this actually. I fell head over heels for him and landed right on my face. Oh, gods, what I wouldn't give for it to have never happened. You know, that reminds me of a potion that Lumina told me about. One that can make you forget unpleasant things. All you need is some vibrant ooze, she said. Man, Lumina, why do you want to fuck with all these common folk? Wildlands in danger. Yikes. The storehouse is nearly empty of vegetable seeds. We are the only farm in the Wildlands that produces seeds. So if we run out, vegetable cultivation would come to a screeching halt. Can anyone bring us seeds? They can be from wild plants or traveling merchants. It doesn't matter to us. Secret of the Chocobore. I have heard tell of a mushroom called the Chocobore, which grows in the forest of Jag. The puzzling thing is, chocobos refuse to eat it, so why is it called a chocobo? Maybe because it is shaped like a chocobo. Now wouldn't that be the most amazing thing if it were true? Moonflower. I look after my sister Ellerith, who can't get around on account of her injured leg. I want to give her flowers to cheer her up, but I'm too busy nursing her. Can some kind person bring me a moonsoul bloom or two? They grow out on the grasslands and on the Eremite plains. Eremite plains? Sunflower. Oh, how my feet hurt. I can't leave the house, not even to pick a flower for my dear brother, who has been taking care of me. Can someone please bring me a day-ring blossom or two? They bloom only during the day, out on the open plains.
Do you like it here in the Wildlands? Is it for you? If it is, it might be worth heading over to the Dead Dunes too. I know it sounds like a scary place, and it is. Just kidding. The scenery is amazing.
Yeah, it's a pretty big area, I suppose.
You aren't from around here, are you? I suppose you've come to seek the wisdom of our famous Dr. Gazal. I wanted to ask him about the Angel of Valhalla.
I knew it. Well, first things first. You have heard of our Chocobo legend, right?
You mean the one about a sacred white chocobo that appears at the end of the world?
That's the one. Some of us call that Chocobo the Angel of Salvation. Oh, how we've been praying for him to appear. The angel is a harbinger, a signal that it's over at last.
That's something to pray for?
Oh, yes. For the people who live out here, death is a kind of salvation. An outsider like you must find it difficult to understand. 5 centuries ago, all hell broke loose and a new god took over. We became immortal, against all natural laws. See, the people out here don't like that. Even gods shouldn't be allowed to change the natural order of things. Living off the land, growing our own food, surviving by our own wits, and dying when our time is up. That's what we want.
And that's why the white chocobo is a good thing. It means this unnatural life is going to be over at last.
Right? But you're welcome to believe different. We don't push our creed on anyone. At the same time, as long as you're going to be visiting us here for a while, it's right that you know our ways.
For the people of the Wildlands, the white chocobo is a sign. A herald of a special kind of salvation. Many in these lands worship Etro, the goddess of death. They pray to eventually return to her side, which in their creed is the same as ceasing to exist.
Judgment has been delivered.
Yeah, let's just try and make a real effort to get this story mission or missions done first here before we worry too much about the optional side quests. Damn, only 3 days left. And this day is... there's not much more to this day. And there's supposed to be a total of 13 days. I'm on day 6, right? So 3 more days will be 7, 8, 9. And I'll get 2 more days if I complete. Well, I'll get 3 more days if I beat. If I beat the like mandatory quest. So that would bring me up to 12. So I guess is the 13th day really just kind of like the final chapter of the game? Is that what that's saved for?
If you haven't already, you must speak to young Seven.
By all accounts, he's a difficult man to deal with. But no one knows more about chocobos.
Hello there. Thank you very much.
Hi. What do you need today?
Alright, we got a few new outfits here. Ignition. Watery Chorus. Looking good. Lightning. I'll continue and try and buy these as long as I have plenty of gil, just in case I can go back and complete that side quest with the girl that I need to collect a bunch of this shit for. That is a big if though.
Come back again soon.
Her HP goes down, but magic does go up. So all these seem the same. They just have different magic attacks linked to them. Not very good magic attacks. I don't know. I mean, they're not. I mean, right now with the other garbs I have equipped, I'm using spells like Fire and Aurora. These are just level 1 spells, but there are plus versions of them. So maybe the difference isn't huge. Maybe potentially these spells are even better. I don't really know. Does considerably raise the magic stat. It seems like fire level 2 is better. Fire Rod does have better stagger power though. This version of... yeah. Oh, this shield is just completely better, seemingly. Let's equip to something else, of course. Duh. I kind of wish this was like Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, where I could have Lightning wear anything she wanted, and that would, like, when I say wear anything she wanted, like that's how she'll appear in the cutscenes. Like even if I'm not using the garb, even the outfit that I want Lightning to wear, even though it's not in the garb, the main schema, like I wish I could still equip something, and that's her overworld. Damn, this one even gives Lightning a tattoo right there. Shit. But that would be like her overworld. And when I say overworld, I just mean like the outfit she wears everywhere except for in battle. So yeah, like if I wanted this to be, even if this isn't one of her main 3 garbs, in the main schema that I'm using, because I don't prefer the stats and the abilities with it. Like if I still like this enough and I want this to be what Lightning is shown in the cutscenes and in the overworld, then I wish I could select that for this outfit. I just use that outfit as an example.
Ivan is Dr. Gazal's most trusted assistant. Frankly, I sometimes think he knows more about chocobos than the doctor himself. Come again.
Wow, these are really strong, right?
What do you want?
I just hear some stuff going down. Watch out for monsters, okay?
Make perfect fodder for the chocobos. I don't know what to do. This is the place to get chocobo fodder, but without coal. The vegetables they grow make perfect fodder.
Hello there, stranger.
Welcome to Canopus Farms. My name's Garrett. Guess you could say I run things around here. What can we do for you?
I've come to talk to your vet, Dr. Gazal.
Ah, got it. You want to know about the Angel of Valhalla, right? Well, Dr. Gazal's your man.
Yeah, well, that's what everyone tells me.
He's been chasing that white chocobo for over a century now. No one comes close to his passion and expertise. It's all he cares about since his daughter died.
What is it?
Ah, damn. I shouldn't have said anything about his daughter. It's not a secret or anything, but he really hates anybody talking about it. The doctor first came out here with his daughter. They planned to learn about the legend together. But about a century ago, she was killed while they were both out tracking chocobos. It was tragic. The doctor never really told the whole story of what happened. But after that, he threw himself even deeper into his research and work. Soon, it was all he cared about. But listen, promise me one thing, okay?
I won't let on that you told me. Don't worry.
Thanks, I'd appreciate it. I mean, everyone around these parts knows the story, of course, but he wouldn't like it if strangers started asking about his past. Anyway, if you're interested in seeing the legendary chocobo for yourself, Dr. Gazal is the man you have to talk to. They say he's seen the Angel of Valhalla more than a few times, at least a chocobo that looks just like it.
Sounds like he could help.
I'd bet my hunting bow on it. Well, may nature bless you.
What do you mean?
It's just a saying we have out here in the Wildlands. It means good luck. Hey, so you still haven't talked to Dr. Gazal? Trust me, lady. No one knows more about the Angel of Valhalla than he does. How are things? Where is he? You can usually find him near the entrance to the village. Are you enjoying village life? Where is he?
Excuse me, do you know anything about the Angel of Valhalla?
Do I? You're as smart as you look coming to me with that question. I'll have you know I am the oldest, yes, that's right, the oldest surviving student of the great Dr. Gazal himself. First, the basics. The legendary chocobo, the so-called Angel of Valhalla, is not a creature anyone can find just by looking for it.
Except, I'm guessing you're gonna tell me that you can.
Not quite, but I can tell you what the good doctor has told me. That angel is anything but angelic. It's a rough, wild beast. He deliberately seeks out his mortal foe, the chocobo eater. So you see, if you wish to find the white chocobo of legend...
I should find a chocobo eater.
Precisely. I knew you were smart. Now, the last sighting of a chocobo eater was in the City of Ruins. The ruins lie in grim terrain that stretches yonder to the east. But the chocobo eater is a fearsome beast. Be prepared for a fight.
If you want to find the prey, seek out the predator. It makes sense. You should head east and find the City of Ruins.
If you seek the Angel of Valhalla, take my advice. Head east to the City of Ruins. It's not me you should thank, by the way. Everything I told you comes straight from the mouth of Dr. Gazal himself. The only reward I need is to play a role in helping to find the legendary chocobo. The doctor would say the same. If my advice does lead you to the Angel of Valhalla, then I'll become a part of the legend. What an honor that would be. If you seek the Angel of Valhalla, take my advice. Head east to the City of Ruins.
His name is a number. I think there's an episode of Seinfeld where George Costanza is like talking about how he wants to name his future daughter Seven, and then like a couple that he tells that to steals the name, and they name their baby Seven, and that's a whole joke in a bit for the episode. This is the kid from that Seinfeld episode.
Hey, don't step on the vegetables.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's all right. No harm done. I was only warning you. I've just planted a whole crop of Gazal seedlings.
Right. Chocobo's favorite food.
Yep, and our bread and butter. My name is Sarala, by the way. This is our field. My father's and mine. We've always worked it together. Nice to meet you and everything.
That girl aesthetic reminded me of Karine from Naruto.
So, what brings you to our village then? The only people who come out from the cities these days are wholesalers looking to buy our vegetables. But you don't look like you're in the grocery trade, which means you've come to see Dr. Gazal, right? Have you talked to Dr. Gazal yet? I wonder where Father is. He's very late. Where could he have gone now? It always worries me when he leaves. Have you talked to...
What do you want?
I want to know more about the Angel of Valhalla.
Go away.
I heard you know things. The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead whence the chaos flows. Does that mean anything to you?
Great Etro's helm. Where did you hear those words? Who spoke them?
A young girl, but I never saw her.
A maiden's voice born on the wind. Yes, that's how I heard them too. So it would appear that she has spoken to both of us. Very well. I will share what I know. The angel is a tempestuous chocobo that lives in these plains. I myself have glimpsed the creature many times, but unfortunately have never succeeded in capturing him. It is said whoever can break him and ride him will become his master. But I've long since given up hope that it shall be me.
Nor me. I don't know anything about chocobos.
Don't rule yourself out, young lady. You may be the one, if you're telling the truth about the voice, that is. It's true, not everyone who hears the voice is the chosen one, but rest assured, the encounter will happen. The legends tell us that the chocobo's chosen master will be led by the chocobo to a certain place. I speak of that dread edifice whence the chaos emerges, the temple of Etro herself.
You mean the one built into the cliff?
The very same. And deep below that sinister haven of destruction, an ocean of chaos roils, the great chaos of the stories.
What does that mean? Is it a different kind of chaos?
Alas, the legends give us few details. If you wish to find an answer to that question, you will have to seek the truth in the temple.
And to do that, I've got to find and tame the Angel of Valhalla.
Yes, indeed. But that, let me assure you, is no easy task. I have a couple of assistants who live here in the village. Talk to them, and they can give you advice about finding the chocobo.
An ocean of great chaos buried beneath a temple. Do you think it could be true? Does the Order know anything about it?
No, I'd say it's likely they don't. That temple appeared here from the other world, from Valhalla itself. When it still stood in Valhalla, it was responsible for sealing away a power, the one that now consumes the world. Something inside that temple is the source, the thing that created the chaos. 500 years ago, it let loose the chaos we see now, but it seems to have been dormant since then. No one knows why.
And you think it's waiting in the temple? This great chaos?
That's the source of it all?
It's certainly possible. Perhaps this legendary chocobo will take you there.
Or maybe it won't. But either way, someone's asking for me. And I think it's time I answer.
Alright, well, they're just items that I can find and pick up around here and collect, so that's cool. Whoa.
You threw your life away. To the victor, the spoils.
Oh shit.
The light of your soul is mine. Time to meet your maker.
Well, shit.
Come and get it if you want to die. What's your most valuable treasure? greatest treasure.
Alright, well, this is where I'm going to end this one. Until